The battle for the best team in the National League as well as the NL MVP got turned up a few notches yesterday as Ronald Acuña Jr. made some history, but Mookie Betts, he had 2 home runs. Now, speaking of making history, Anthony Volpe, the rookie shortstop for the Yankees, he became the first Yankee to ever put up the stat line, and Jazz Chisholm Jr., a former shortstop, he's becoming one of the most underrated players in baseball, mainly because a large portion of the MLB community thinks that he's overrated. No, he's now underrated. All of that in today's MLB Recap, a series in which we recap every single game almost every single day, and a reminder, use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save 20 bucks off. All right, let's go ahead and talk about that Yankees and Tigers game. Nothing happened in the first 4 innings of this game, so I'm going to give a quick shout out to the 5th inning for finally making something happen. Zach Short, he belted a solo home run off of Clark Schmidt, and Riley Green, he teamed up with Kerry Carpenter to make it a 3-0 ball game. Kerry Carpenter, he ended the month of August with a .347 batting average and 9 home runs in August. Everything was smooth sailing for the Tigers until that swing right there. Anthony Volpe, he was barely able to muscle out a game-tying 3-run home run to right field, 341 feet, so again, he barely got it out, but a home run is a home run. He just became the first Yankee ever to have a 20 home run, 20 stolen base season as a rookie. Since June 13th, when Anthony Volpe had that chicken parmesan dinner with Austin Wells and he changed his batting stance, Anthony Volpe has 11 home runs and an .811 OPS. He has been way better, and also on the season, he has 14 defensive run saves. He has been an absolute wizard defensively, so the kid is going to be a perennial all-star, in my opinion. Unfortunately, though, New York, they threw the game away in the 9th. No, like literally, Gleyber Torres, he threw it away. It could have been a potential double play, or at the very least, they get another chance to get that final out, but nope, he throws it away, and the Tigers, they walk off the Yankees 4-3. Coming up, we have Game 7 of the NLCS. Okay, not really, but we had some playoff baseball in August. Nicky Lopez, he took a walk with the bases loaded to tie it at 1, and then Ronald, he did the thing. Not only did he blow the game open on a grand slam, but he just created a brand new category of stats that I never thought would be humanly possible for a baseball player. He is the first ever 30-60 player. That means 30 home runs, 60 stolen bases, and there's a month left of baseball. He could end up being baseball's first 40-70 player. I mean, can he get to 40 home runs? Let me know in the comments. The Braves, they kept on braving with Austin Riley hitting a home run. Michael Harris connected on a home run as well. And since June 7th, Michael Harris is hitting .350 with 11 home runs and a .940 OPS. He could win an MVP one day, just like this guy. Mookie, he answers in a big way. He hit one just over the head of Ronald Acuña Jr., and I'm not going to lie, if Ronald wasn't all-time bad at reading baseballs off the bat, he might have been able to rob that home run, but Mookie, he just barely got it out for a 3-run tater. Michael Harris, he clutched up with an RBI single, and it was clutch because LA, they kept on throwing punches. Michael Busch, the rookie, he hit one out to close the gap a little bit, and then Mookie went yard again. His stats are stupid. He's hitting .317 with 36 doubles, 38 home runs, a 175 OPS plus. He's played right field, second base, shortstop. Like, that's historic value right there. Max Muncy made the Braves fan base sweat even more. His solo home run brought it within 1. Raisel Iglesias, he's in for the 9th inning, and he didn't make it easy on himself. He had a base hit, he allowed a walk, but eventually he closed it out for his 27th save. Ronald, he went 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs, made some history. Mookie Betts, he went 2 for 4 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. Who's the MVP right now? It kind of feels like Ohtani versus Judge or Trout versus Miggy back in the day. One is having one of the best 5-tool seasons in the history of baseball, but the other is doing something that we've never seen before. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have never seen a team give up and roll over more than this 2023 Padres team. Like, do they know the wild card is still within reach, or are they just completely giving up? Jock Peterson and Mike Yastrzemski, they both had RBI singles. I haven't made that joke in a while, leave me alone. Those RBI singles combined with awful, terrible, embarrassing San Diego defense. I mean, it was 5-0 in the blink of an eye, and Yastrzemski, he made it 7-zip. Look at the knuckleballer go, by the way. Matt Waldron of the Padres went 5 innings with 4 strikeouts, and I know he gave up a few runs, but that's the first time in years that a knuckleballer has thrown that many innings. The Padres, they allowed 5 unearned runs in this one. Like, normally if you go 9 innings with 10 strikeouts and just 2 earned runs as a pitching staff, you're probably going to have a good chance of winning that game. But again, this is the 2023 Padres we're talking about. They gave up 7. 5 of those 7 were unearned. That is a massive W for the Giants. They're back to 1 game ahead of the Diamondbacks in the NL wildcard. Speaking of the NL wildcard, the Marlins are trying to stay in it, and Brian De La Cruz, he keeps on collecting RBI extra base hits. He's officially in the 30 double club. He also has 16 home runs. Now, one question for you guys. You like Jazz? Jazz Chisholm, he pimped a 3-run home run in the 5th inning, and his stats over the last 2 years don't make sense. He's played 131 games since 2022. He has 28 home runs, 29 stolen bases, a 120 OPS plus, and defensively in center field, a brand new position, he has 9 outs above average, which is absolutely elite. Braxton Garrett, he was great. He held Washington to 1 run over 6 innings. He only allowed 6 base hits. Miami, they got 1 more off the bat of Jake the Rake Berger, and with this W, the Marlins, they're back to 3 games of a wild card spot. The Padres fall to 8.5 games back of the wild card, which is crazy because every other team ahead of them has a negative run differential on the season, and the Padres have outscored their opponents by almost 50 runs, but they're 11 games under 500. The Marlins are 3 games back. The Reds are a game and a half. The Diamondbacks are 1 game back of the Giants, so that was a big-time W, like I said, for the Giants. In the AL wild card, the Yankees lost again, so they're 4 games under 500 and 10.5 games back of a wild card spot. They are not going to do it, but at least the Martian and other young guys are going to get a lot of playing time. The Red Sox and the Jays, they're kind of struggling right now, but the Jays, at least they won the last time that they played. They're 2.5 games back of the Rangers. The Rangers got to pick it up because the Astros, as well as the Mariners, along with the Rays, they've been playing some really good baseball, and they might not be able to catch up in the wild card or the AL West. Now, I do want to break down Ronald versus Mookie, but before we do that, today's Immaculate Grid, it has to get done. I can't think of anyone for the Mariners and the Nationals. Nope, no one's coming to my head. So the Royals and the Nationals, I'm going to go Michael A. Taylor. It's got to be Michael A. Taylor. He was on both teams. 31%. I suck. A 40-save season for the Nationals. What was his name? Drew Storen? Wasn't Drew Storen a monster back in the day? Maybe I should go Rafael Soriano, was that his name? Okay, Drew Storen, 14%. I really wish I would have gone with someone else for Michael A. Taylor because 31% stinks. A Mariner and a Cardinal. Colton Wong. I'm going to go Colton Wong. 29%. My rarity score is awful. A Royal and a Cardinal. I'm going to go John Jay. Do not ask me how I know this one. I just liked John Jay. 3%. Okay, that kind of helps me out. A 40-save season for the Cardinals. Did Jason Mott is one of my most favorite relief pitchers of all time. He was just so much fun to watch. He had so much energy. Did Jason Mott? I think he did. Yep, 8%. A Mariner and a Guardian. I could go with Carlos Santana. I know that he was on the Mariners, I think, last year in the playoffs. I could go with someone like, what was his name? Justice Sheffield. Did Justice Sheffield ever play for the Guardians? I don't think he did. Ooh, I could also go Carlos Santana for the Royals and the Guardians. What about Amir Garrett? I know Amir Garrett was on the Royals. He was picked up by the Guardians, but I don't think that he played in a game with the Guardians. That one's tough. A 40-save season for the Guardians. I should know this. Chris Perez comes to mind. Cody Allen comes to mind. I don't know if Clase had 40 last year. I'm pretty sure he did, but I can't remember. I think this guy actually did, Mesa, because he signed a baseball for me for my birthday when I was like 10 or 11 years old. Jose Mesa, I know he was a beast back in the day. 33%. Oh my God. Okay, a lot of people, I thought that was going to be sneaky. That was terrible. Mariners and Cleveland, I'm feeling a name that I haven't heard in quite some time. Kelly Shopik. Wasn't Kelly Shopik on both teams? That's my best guess ever. I just pulled that out of my you-know-what. The Mariners and the Nationals, I feel like there's a lefty slap hitter that's coming to my mind, and I can't remember his name. It's not Ben Revere, but he's kind of in the Ben Revere category. Denard Span or Danny Espinoza, because I'm pretty sure that maybe Ian Desmond. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that Denard Span started or ended. Wasn't he on both teams? 2%, look at me go. And now I just need a Royal and a Guardian. A Royal, Franmil, I'm pretty sure was on both teams. Franmil Reyes. Look at me go. Okay, I kind of made it for my terrible rarity score. So as we wind down today's recap, I just want to say thank you guys for watching, but let me know in the comments before you close out, who is the NL MVP right now? Ronald, he has Mookie beat in the stolen base department, the on-base department, as well as the batting average department, but Mookie, he's got him beat with defense and pop. As you can see, Ronald, he has a 6.7 WAR on Baseball Reference. Mookie Betts has a 7.8. It's the same thing on Fangraphs. Mookie Betts has a higher F-WAR than Ronald Acuña Jr., and that's simply because he's been way better at defense. He's been more valuable. Ronald, it's not like he's not getting thrown out on the bases. He is leading in stolen bases, which is awesome, but he's also been caught 11 times, which is still fairly efficient. So let me know, what do you value more, defense or speed, because Ronald right now, he's doing things that we've never seen before. Literally, a 30-60 season, it's never happened, but he is all-time bad defensively. His arm and speed make up for it, but his instincts are terrible. Ronald might have a 100 career WAR by the time he's 35. He would be a 8-time MVP winner if he learned how to track baseballs in front of him. He's terrible at reads off the bat, but Mookie Betts, he's all-time great at reads off the bat. He's got a cannon for an arm as well. He can play shortstop and second base. But honestly, right now, this is shaping up to be one of the best MVP races of all time, and I'm here for it.